Hello, I'm Charly and today I'm going to be doing a book haul and an unboxing. So I haven't done a book haul in like, I don't know how long, like a few months. I don't do book hauls very often, but I just accumulate my books, write down books that I haven't hauled yet. I've got my little like list here of books that I've gotten since my last book haul. And so yeah, that's how I keep up with that. So I have accumulated 12 books since my last book haul, and I'm going to start with the unboxing because I'm very excited and I can't wait any longer. So here we have my package that has just arrived. It is from the book depository and I'm going to open it. I love these pulley tabs. These pulley tabs are like the most satisfying thing ever. How do people fail at doing this? I never fail. Like, this has never broken on me. Never. Yes! La 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 la. What are in here? What are in here? What are in here? What are in here? So this is the book that I just got, and it is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. I have actually already read this book ages ago, like my first year of BookTube, I think, or maybe start of my second year of BookTube. I always say that I don't actually know when I started BookTube. I think it was 2013. 2012? No, I think it was 2013. So yes, I'm going to reread this because the first time I read it during a readathon partially, and then after that I kind of wasn't paying much attention to it for some reason. I couldn't get into it, but when I was focused on it, I was really enjoying it, so I really want to reread it, and I read it on my Kindle, so I wanted to own a physical copy. The third book is coming out really soon, I think, so I'm so glad that I now own this. And I can reread it. So for those from my book haul, I'm just going to go from the books that I got the longest ago to the books that I got most recently, so it probably wasn't very logical for me to do that unboxing at the start of the video, but that's okay. We're going to just get started. The first book I have to show you is The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness. This is an ARC that I got sent by, that got sent to me by Aprilius Maximus because she received this book for review from the publisher Walker Books, and she finished it and she knew that I really love Patrick Ness and that I really needed this book in my life, so she sent it to me, and thank you so much, April. Yes, I've already read this. I have a book talk on it, so I will link that up here, and yes, so you should go check that out if you want to hear more about my thoughts. And this is already out now, so yes. The next book I have to show you is Heidi by Joanna Spiri, and this is a children's classic, I think. I got this at a charity store when I was just at a charity store one day with my mum, and I saw it, and this is one of like my favorite childhood movies. Like, I watched the South African version of it. I'll put like a picture of it up here somewhere because I just really loved these movies as a child, and I just remember them so vividly. So I haven't read this yet, but I definitely will someday, and yes, I'm just really glad that I own it, and it was really cheap. The next book I have to show you is Saga Volume 2 by Brian K. Vaughan and art by Fiona Staples. So my boyfriend got this for me for my birthday. He got this along with another book which I'll show you next, and yes, so I've already read the first volume. I have not yet read this one. I think I want to have the third volume before I read this one, just because, like, you fly through them and you need the next one. And the other book that my boyfriend got me for my birthday was 10 Years of Parkway Drive, and I forget the author's name again, but yes, I'm currently reading this and I'm like that far in, not very far in, but I'm really enjoying this. So this is just a biography of my favourite band, Parkway Drive, which is a metal band, and if you guys listen to Parkway Drive, you should talk to me about them in the comments. The next book I have to show you is The Complete Mouse by Art Spiegelman. This is a graphic novel, I think, and it has 2 volumes, but this is just a bind-up of both volumes, and I have not yet read this, but I will soon because it's like, I'll fly through it. So yes, excited for this one. Next book I have is The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas, and yes, I read Throne of Glass, and then a lot of people were telling me that I needed to read this before I read Crown of Midnight, or that it was just better to read this after Throne of Glass than it was to read it after Crown of Midnight. So I got this and I'm currently reading it. I haven't read like any of it. I haven't read for a few days because HSC, but yes, excited for this, yes. The next 3 books are books that I bought using Dimmicks gift vouchers that I got from 2 of my friends for my birthday. The first book is Magonia by Maria Devana Headley, and I saw this book, and like when I first started hearing about this book, I wasn't all that interested. I was kind of skeptical, but hearing some more reviews, I've heard it being compared to The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender, and I I love that book so much. So I picked up this book and I didn't realise that it was this short. The next book I have is The Sacred Lies of Minnow Bly by Stephanie Oakes, and this book, oh my gosh, I heard April from Aprilius Maximus talking about this book, and it sounded so interesting to me, and I started it as soon as I bought it because I was waiting for my boyfriend. He'd gone off somewhere and I didn't know where he was and I didn't have my phone, so I started reading it, and like, oh man, I was like immediately captivated by this book, and I would have finished it by now, but I was like, no, Charlize, you have too many books that you need to read, that you actually need to read. Like, I wanted to catch up on the Throne of Glass series before Queen of Shadows came out, and clearly that didn't happen. And then I was like, well, I have to at least read The Martian before the movie of The Martian comes out, so I had to just like not do it. I just didn't do it. I resisted, but this is gonna happen soon because I like loved, I'm up to like chapter 4, I think. I haven't got this as currently reading, it's only page 9. The chapters are really short, and oh man, I was just hooked on this book, okay? So I'm excited. And the last book that I bought using the gift vouchers was Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. I don't own any Colleen Hoover books, and I haven't read any, and I haven't read this one yet. I bought this one just the other day, and yeah, this is a new adult novel, and I haven't read anything new adult, so we'll see how this goes. I've actually heard a lot of people not like this book, but I've also heard some other people say this is one of their favourite Colleen Hoover books, and like I've asked people which Colleen Hoover book to start on, and I get so many mixed answers, so I'm just like, you know what? This one is the one I saw in the bookstore, so I picked it. The next book I have to show you is An Ember in the Ashes by Saba Tahir, which I just finished the other day, except I'm pre-recording this, so I don't know when you'll see this, but this book is so good. Okay, I'm not going to talk too much about it because I want to do a book talk, but I won't have a book talk up by the time this video is up. So yes, but this book, I bought this book because I was listening to it on audiobook and I was loving it, and I was like, I need this book as an actual physical copy, so I got it as a physical copy. And the very last book I have to show you is Queen of Shadows by Sarah J Maas. And yes, I'm not up to date on the Throne of Glass series, and usually I don't really buy the whole series before I'm caught up, but my boyfriend saw this in Big W and it was like really cheap. It was like $12, and so he bought it for me, so thank you very much, Aiden. And this book is huge, like damn, and I don't want to read this little slogan. I haven't read it because these little slogans on the paperbacks are freaking spoilers. Like, don't read that. Don't read that shit if you haven't read the books, because they're spoilers. Because I accidentally read the one for Air of Fire and it's a bit spoilery, it's a bit questionable, you know, so don't look there, just don't, okay? Just don't look. But yes, I'm very excited to catch up with this series because everyone was obsessed with it and I'm obsessed with the first book. I just haven't been able to continue yet because school needs to stop, okay? Just needs to stop. So there is all of the books and there is a mess on my bed right now. Let me just show you what's happened on my bed. Oh my lord. So that is all for my book haul. Please comment down below and let me know if you've read any of these books and what you thought about them. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye!